Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I got this very soft and light and flat knotless hair braids yesterday. It took us about 7 hours to achieve this look and it was really worth my time. I used the Expression Hair Extension Company. Is a Nigerian, what am I saying? I used the Expression Hair Extension. It's a Nigerian hair company and you can actually use any hair extension of your choice if you want to achieve this. So like I said, it took us about 7 hours and it was really worth the time. So for this hair, I can actually just, it doesn't bother me at all, really. It doesn't bother me at all. It's not like, it's not heavy in any way. I can actually just roll it up in this way. And, you know, when I want to have my bath, it's out of the way. When I want to go to bed as well, I can leave it like this or wear a hair bonnet and I am good to go. I love this hair. I left it this way since yesterday in a high ponytail like this, because I have some errands to run and I don't want hair to bother me. But eventually I'm going to let it down so I can style it in any way that I want to style it, which is very exciting. Anyways, I made this video for anybody out there who is not able to access a hair braider or who wants to try out this hairstyle by themselves, for themselves. Okay, so I hope this video is able to show you how to achieve this very flat, you know, look, how the techniques that you can inculcate to be able to get this look as well. So yeah, for cost, this hair did not cost me up to, it was really cheap. It didn't cost me up to $20, if it was even up to that. It didn't cost me up to that, or probably just about $20 or even less. I'm not even sure again, but it was very affordable for me to get this hair and I really love it. So if you want to learn how you can achieve this, or you want to show it to your hair braider, you know, if you want to get something like this, then you definitely want to keep on watching. First thing, I use this Mega Growth oil to oil my hair. It's an anti-breakage oil. I use that to oil my hair before starting. So at this point, the braider was, you know, sectioning the hair into, you can just get section it into any parts or any number of parts that you want. I think she started with 4 sections at the very beginning, and yeah, so this is what starting the hair looks like. So for you to start first, of course, for knotless braid, you have to first of all braid your natural hair. But for this particular one, she actually braided it up to like 1 inch or more, you know, before she started adding hair extensions. And may I say that I actually relaxed my hair. My hair is actually a relaxed hair, so it made it easier, I would say, for her. But I'm not recommending that you relax your hair if you do not want to. If you do not want to relax your hair, you can actually probably stretch out your hair using any technique that you want to use to, you know, stretch out your hair. That way, when you add the extensions, it's going to you know, make the hair even more flat and even more smooth. Okay, so I don't know if you were paying attention to that, but I'm also going to show you another section or another part where she, you know, started picking out the hair from the beginning. But she has picked out this hair. We added several extensions into this hair. I mean, I think there are other techniques out there, but this is actually the technique that we use. We use the technique of picking out your natural hair first and then adding the hair extension afterwards. So for this one, again, this is where you're going to see it very well. So she started braiding out my hair. You know, she braided down to like maybe about 1 or 2 inches, and then she started adding the hair extensions. So you want to add the hair extensions gradually, one after the other. You don't want to like use just one strand of hair extension to braid it down. So we had like several tiny strands, about 6 tiny strands, and then, you know, braid down the hair, your natural hair, for about 1 to 2 inches, and then you start to add the strands one after the other. May I say that the strands will need to be as tiny as possible for you to achieve a very flat and, you know, tiny, well, I say tiny, but a very flat look. Okay, so the amount of hair extension that you add is what is going to make the hair or rather give the hair the size that is going to come out with eventually. Okay, so like I said, the amount of hair or the section of hair that you actually use is important, but most importantly, what matters is the amount of hair extension. So as you can see here, she had to, like, section out a particular amount of hair, but the hair extension that she started adding was quite tiny. It's not as big as when you want to achieve like a very big box braid. So the key here is for you to have tiny strands of hair extension. So we used about 4 to 5 strands. So at this point she's adding the third strand, and I'm just going to leave you to see the number of strands that we use. So this is the fourth strand of hair extension, and I think I give her the fifth one. Oh, okay, I didn't give her the fifth one, but basically depending on what you want to achieve, sometimes you would add 4 strands, sometimes she will add 5 strands, and sometimes she'll even add 6 strands.
Well, let's go now. Sick and tired of being all alone now. Yeah, you should hit me on my phone now. Don't wanna move too fast, I wanna slow down. Yeah. When I'm by your side, girl, life is so vivid. Looking in your eyes, I'm addicted. Baby, we could drive everything we know. Me and you together on the LA coast.
When you're making knotless braids, one of the key things that you need to note is, sectioning out your hair. It is very, very important that you take out your time and section out the hair properly and neatly. That is one step to achieving a very neat and flat, braids at the end of the day. So take your time in sectioning the hair and make sure the sections are very neat and well spaced. Okay, so this is her starting another braid. At this time, I think she also used 4 strands. So like I said, it depends on maybe the part of the head. So when she comes to the corner of my head, she normally adds 5 tiny strands. So the strands are tinier. When she comes to like the middle of the head, she adds 4 strands. But all this thing depends on the braider, and it depends on the technique that you want to use actually, because at the end of the day, whether you add 4 strands or whether you add 5 strands, it's still going to give you the same result. The most important thing is that the strands are really tiny. You don't add too many hair extensions, you add as little as possible. Okay,
it's fake kills.
Original, puffing on me high grade, sipping on me liquor. Girls them a come, them a want, them a take her. Bad man, me a come in, me a wanna take her. Girls them a come, them a want it on the liquor. I steady sipping on my liquor. Then I tell her me she give her, never trust another nigga. I say she give me on the nigga. Say she feeling on the nigga. Say she run another nigga. I who's that? Baby, tell me who's that? Look back, baby, make you look back. Move that, where you move that. Touch that, baby, me just wanna touch that. Enter me radar. Now you they mash up the place. Enter me radar. Girl, you are what see me brain. The only special one for me. Now you be the only one I see. Anywhere you go, I wanna be. Girl, you feel like my fantasy. Let's have a good time. Baby, I'ma make you sweat. Let's have a good time. Baby, I'ma make.
so coming to the front of my hair, we didn't want to have a middle part. We wanted it to be like a free part. We didn't want to have a middle or a side part or whatever. We wanted it to be a free part. That way, when I want to have a side part, I can style the hair to the side. When I want to have a middle part, I can style that as well. When I also want it to all go back, I can equally style that. So bear that in mind, because sometimes when you section the hair in the way that probably is a center part or is a middle part or is a side part, the hair will eventually flow like that and probably make it harder for you to style eventually. So I wanted her to make the front free part. Of course, she's following a particular flow, but I wanted her to make it as free as possible to enable me to style it any which way I want to style it. So also have that in mind when you are sectioning your hair.
a good time. Baby, I'ma make you sweat. Let's have a good time. Baby, I'ma make you sweat.
It's fake kills.
We finna have a good time, you know. Them bomb like them are watching. They are pretty.
Once we're done with the hair, we dip the hair into hot water. This will help the hair to be as flat as possible and to, you know, be as straight as possible, basically. So at this point, we're done with the whole hot water therapy. Of course, baby was not there when we were using the hot water. She was really cranky. This is my baby, by the way, just in case you're coming across my channel for the first time. She was really cranky and I had to, you know, pick her up and play with her, but she wasn't there when we were using the hot water. Okay, yeah, at this point I just left the hair to kind of, the water to kind of, you know, dry out from the hair. So this is the final look and I am so in love with this hair. I love how flat and lightweight this hair is, and she also knew how to section out the hair. So if you enjoyed this, please do not hesitate to click on that like button and subscribe if you have not. I am done with this hair. I actually went to the store after braiding this hair to pick out some things that we don't have in the house, and I was getting compliments. Everyone was like, I love your hair, I love your hair, and I was like, yes, thank you so much. I've not had hair this light. This hair is super light. If you want to achieve this, just what you have to do is to reduce the extensions that you use on your hair, and you're going to achieve something really light. And I'm really in love with this hair. This lady is that bomb. Like, if you want to make your hair, I can leave her details in the description box. Yeah, if you're in Anambra, if you're in Oka, if you're in Nigeria, if you're even outside the country, she's ready to travel. Okay, I'm going to leave her details in the description box down below. Whatever kind of hair you have, silky hair, fine hair, 4C hair, 4B hair, 4A hair, whatever hair you have, this braid will actually work for you. Okay, I had to put it up in a ponytail because I wanted it to just be this way for now, because I have a lot of things I'm supposed to do and I didn't want the hair to bother me. But going out, I'll definitely style this hair in different ways, and I can't wait to style this hair because, you know, when you're styling a hair that is so lightweight, like you can do anything you want to do with it. I can't wait, honestly. So if I do that, I'll probably make a different video of how I style this hair, like the different styles you can achieve with this hair. Yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Okay, take care, bye.